Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's Columbus. I'm not going to chat too much. We just have this army here, 15 furnaces, 5 healers. I'm sure you've seen this army before. I've showed it on the channel before, but I've been struggling to find anything new that is actually really good. And this is one of those OG things that I've been using for months that has been really good. And I just kind of want to show you it again, refresh it in your mind. And if you haven't used it yet, use it. It's amazing. And we're just going to jump right into the battles. In the clan castle, we have 2 balloons, 3 super wall breakers, a yeti, 2 earthquake spells, and an invis spell. The invis spell is so that if your warden gets targeted, you can invis him and let the fire spirits kind of take over. Now, the goal with this is to find the clan castle, find the town hall, try to take those out with your clone spelled fire mites. So you don't want to come in from this side. That's a little bit too close to that border. This side isn't bad. I feel like we could probably come in from there, maybe even here, and get all the way in there. So I'm actually going to do that right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put 1 furnace on that side, and then let's do 2 on that side. Do 3 here. Now we got to watch out. The Eagle Artillery, that might have been a bad idea. The Eagle Artillery will get activated at some point. I play without game sound when I'm recording because the there it is. The software that I use does not allow game sound, so that's why that was a mistake. But that's okay. We will still be able to make it out of this alive. We might even be able to take out pretty much everything we need to, honestly. As long as the eagle doesn't completely wreck me. Let's see, what's it targeting? It's targeting that one next, so I'm going to put 1 here and there. And I would love to support the warden a bit more, so let's put 1 there. And then we're going to clone up on this scatter shot. Let's go there, and a little, let's do 2 earthquakes there so that we can just kind of damage the surrounding buildings a little bit. And now we can probably get started with our hero dive as soon as the clan castle goes down. Perfect, let's go ahead and do this right now. Troop launcher, there we go. Nice. All right. Now, Warden's going to go ahead and do his thing on that side. We're going to have our heroes do their thing on the other side. It's probably not going to be targeted here because the fire mites are still coming from the bottom. And, yeah, all we have to worry about is that invis tower. And I feel like that's going to be pretty much it. Let's just activate Queen for the extra support troops. That's something I always forget to do until late in the battle. And then it's like, well, you know, why do I even have these troops in my army right now? All right, let's activate Champion so that she can just power through the rest of these buildings, honestly, with her. You could use the invis spell for her as well if you felt like it, but, you know, you don't have to. And we're actually going to swag the King ability here, and an invis spell. So that's really cool. That was a Town Hall 16, though, so I feel like it is honestly harder against a Town Hall 16 because of the Eagle Artillery. But let's find a Town Hall 17 and show you why it's still powerful at that level. Alrighty, here we go. Town Hall 17, double invis base, clan castle there. And the Town Hall is directly next to it, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. Multi-target infernos are going to be dangerous against this as well. So what I'm thinking is we come in from this corner, move our way up, clone around here, and then put the clone in there, and that should take care of all that. Hero dive, right side. Okay, let's do it. Not waste any time. Put 3 down, and the best part about this with without an eagle is you could just keep putting down your furnaces without them being attacked, which is huge, because once they start getting attacked, then, you know, they have a very limited lifespan as in time-wise, and it just cuts it down even more, which is not fun for you, you know. And spreading them out here is going to be probably the best way to do things. Skeleton traps also not too big a deal because the fire is like splash damage, so you know you can kind of let them take care of that. Once we start targeting the expo, I'm going to start cloning, and I would love the booger to stop because it's going to draw a clan castle. There it is. It drew the clan castle. That's okay, though, as long as we don't clone boogers. And then let's go ahead. All right, we're cloning boogers, which is really annoying, but we're going to earthquake the town hall area and hope that that's enough. Warden is in the thick of it right now, so I'm going to invis him just so he can stay alive a little longer. Do this. Activate Queen immediately is what we've learned, and then Troop Launcher as well. Alright, Warden is kind of moving back towards the outside, which is nice, not being targeted by that Ice Hound. Ooh, Champion went down real quick. Hopefully she can get that Monolith out of the way while she's in her Phoenix form, but it's not looking like she will. But those Fire Spirits are going to be able to take that out. King, we're holding on to his ability pretty long. He's just on the outside, which is absolutely no use to us until the very end of the battle. There's still a lot of big defenses that we got to get through. So that's going to be kind of tricky. Warden's taking hits, but nothing too bad. There we go. He's going towards the outside buildings. Let's use the King in that area. Ah, he's going back towards the outside. That's not what we like to see, but we still have a Yeti in there. That could help us out a lot, actually, as long as it jumps onto the Ricochet, or not the Ricochet, the multi-cannon, which it did not. So we're going to have to power through that King, the defending King, or else our Queen is going to be in big trouble with that multi-gear cannon. Please take it out. She's going to lose that battle for sure. Come on. Oh, one shot away. All right, we still have 35 seconds. The Warden is very healthy. And as long as we can take it out and not focus on the wall. What is he doing? Where is he going? Where is he actually going? What? Dude, what was that? All right, we still got the win, but what? Whoa, whoa. Do we get the win? Okay, yes, we do. What was that? That was weird. All right, still 100% though. Let's find another battle. All right, double invis right in the core. Crazy, crazy setup there. Fire Mites also ignore this bomb, which is very nice. And let's see, Fire Spitters. I'm gonna come in from the bottom corner again. I think that probably work just fine for us, and I can line them up a little bit more spread out this time. And then we're gonna clone once we get, actually I don't know, we'll just play it by vibes, right? It's probably smart. Keep going towards the outside here. Ooh, single target Inferno there. Really don't want to get tangled up with that. I'm just gonna start cloning once the boogers die. These go down. All right, let's clone here. That's gonna be huge. Rage, 2 Earthquake, just to damage everything. Boogers, man. You know what? It might be worth it to take Sneezy off because of how often they just activate the Clan Castle. It's really not cool. Not cool of them at all. But I used the Invis spell on the Warden because those super minions were targeting him, but he's going to go down to that single target Inferno for sure. Yep, there it goes. Champion on this side. Queen's ability to get the Giant and some healers. Now this one's going to be tough because there's still a lot of base to go through. So we'll see how this goes. I might do Champion early to get through a lot of buildings and then kind of clear the path for the rest of the people up ahead. And I'm liking how that's going, sort of. She's very low on health. Alright, there she goes. King's ability is still intact. Once again, he is the farthest outside that he could possibly be right now. I wish there was a way to just get him towards the center. But, you know, it's not something I can do, apparently. And once we hit these next... Stop going for the outside buildings! Holy crap. It's just impossible to get him to go where you want him to go. Oh my goodness. Alright, that could have been a little bit better on us if we had taken off Sneezy. I mean, Sneezy is great to like find seeking air mines and stuff, but pulling the Clan Castle I think is a little bit worse than just losing a healer. So let's try that. All right, we've put the owl on. What a base. I mean, come on. Crazy. How are we going to beat this? This is insane. I mean, I wonder if I could just do it just the warden. And, like, that's it. I mean, obviously, warden, healers, and furnaces, but, like, no other heroes or anything. Let's do a furnace up there. Furnace over there. Furnace there. More in the middle. And this is why Sneezy is good, because it soaks up the air defense rockets. But, you know, we got the owl on just so that we don't draw a clan castle. And I feel like that's going to be the better call in the long run. Alright, gotta make sure that the single target does not target our warden, because none of the fire mites are where I want them to be right now. Alright, it's targeting them, but that's no biggie, because we can just get through that, tank it. 1, 2, 3. That is going to be Town Hall and Clan Castle down. There we go. Drew the Clan Castle, but not in a very terrible spot. But look at that. Basically, the entire base is gone, and we have only used our warden and our army. No king, no queen, no champion. All because this guy's base was awful. Awful. But I'm still going to put the champion in at least for cleaning up purposes, because I don't think, just time-wise, that he'll be able to make it past everything. So let's use the champion there. Boom. Ooh, big traps. Big traps. Wow, she hit this, the freaking skeletons. That was kind of crazy. Don't even need the invis spell for that. Wow. Alright. Swag the king, swag the queen. But yeah, I'm just going to do this so that you're not waiting forever. I feel like you'll appreciate that. Alright, let's get into the next battle. Psych, I lied. Apparently that was all of my attacks today, even though it said I had 2 left when I went into that battle. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, if you want to see another video on this army and showcasing it a little bit better without Sneezy, let me know. I want to know how you guys play the game and what you use. And does anybody actually use Cookbook? I'm curious to know, because I've never once used this. And I just, like, you can copy the army, but then you don't know how to use the army. So, I don't know. I don't know how it works or if anybody has actually used it. Let me know if you've used it in the comments below. And make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you later. Okay, bye.